Hi, this is Steve at the Listening Post. I'm always on the lookout for new and unusual types of music, and today I'm going to talk about one of my favorite new bands on the scene, Dengue Fever. Dengue Fever is a band from the Silver Lake area of Los Angeles that combined traditional Cambodian pop music of the 60s with contemporary rock sensibilities. Dengue Fever was formed in 2001 by two brothers from Los Angeles, Ethan and Zach Holtzman. In 1997, Ethan had gone to Cambodia with a friend and came back home with a collection of cassette tapes of Cambodian pop music from the 60s that was very popular before Pol Pot and the Khmer Rouge overthrew the country. He played these cassettes for his brother Zach, and they decided to form a band paying tribute to this Cambodian pop music. They recruited David Rollicke on flute and saxophone. He had previously played with Beck and Ozomatli. Sinon Williams on bass. He had been in a slowcore band called the Radar Brothers. And Paul Smith on drums. Zach Holtzman, the guitarist, had previously been in an alt-country band called Dieselhead. And Ethan Holtzman plays the Farisi organ. The one thing they needed was an authentic Cambodian singer to front the band. So they went down to the city of Long Beach near LA, where there was a large Cambodian community, and they discovered Chon Ni Mal in a karaoke bar. Chon had already been very popular back in Cambodia. She had fled the Khmer Rouge with her family to Thailand, and then moved to Cambodia and moved to Long Beach in 2000 to be reunited with her sister. They started playing the clubs around Los Angeles in 2001. They were voted by LA Weekly the best new band. They got the award, Best New Band of the Year. And they also started developing a following, including actor Matt Dillon. In 2002, Matt Dillon made a film he wrote, directed, and starred in called City of Ghosts, and he used a song by Dengue Fever in the soundtrack. They sing a Khmer version of Joni Mitchell's song Both Sides Now over the closing credits to this film. Excellent movie, by the way. It's got James Caan in it from The Godfather and a cast of international stars, and was filmed on location in Cambodia. In 2003, they released their self-titled debut, Dengue Fever. This album has a very authentic kind of a 60s Cambodian vibe to it. All the songs are covers of Cambodian pop hits that were popular back in the 60s before the Khmer Rouge took over the country. Some of the highlights include Lost in Laos, Hold My Hips, Pow Wow, and one of their concert highlights, New Year's Eve. In 2005, they released their second album, Escape from the Dragon House. The production on this album is a little bit slicker, and they rock a little bit harder than on the original. More songs on this album are written by the band. They write their own songs in English, then have them translated into Khmer for Chon Ni Mal to sing. Some of the highlights here include a song called 1,000 Years of Tarantula, which is also one of their concert highlights. Amazon named Escape from the Dragon House their Record One International Release of the Year, and in 2006 Mojo, a British magazine, included it in their top 5 world music releases of the year. In 2005, the band toured Cambodia, becoming the first Western-based group to perform Khmer rock music since Pol Pot and the Khmer Rouge took over back in the 60s. Actually, they took over in 1975. The band released a documentary film called Sleepwalking Through the Mekong that captured some of their concerts in Phnom Penh and other Cambodian cities. In 2008, Dengue Fever released their third album, Venus on Earth. This is on Peter Gabriel's Real World Records label. All the songs are written by Zach Holtzman, and several of them are performed in English and feature the call and response vocals between Zach and Sean Nemal, which have become part of the band's trademark. Two songs in particular, Tiger Phone Card and Sober Driver, feature this call and response vocal style they've developed. In 2008, this album, Venus on Earth, was selected one of the best world music records by the iTunes Store. In 2010, Dengue Fever compiled an album of pre-Khmer Rouge Cambodian rock music entitled Electric Cambodia, all of the proceeds dedicated to the Cambodian Living Arts Fund. In 2011, Dengue Fever released their most accomplished album to date, Cannibal Courtship. I don't know if you can see it, but on the cover there's a picture of this custom guitar that Zach Holtzman had built. It's a combination of a Fender Jazzmaster and a traditional long-necked Cambodian guitar called the Chai Pai Dong Ven. They had a contest and allowed their fans to choose a name for this instrument, and the winning entry was the Mastodon. Cannibal Courtship is on Fantasy Records, a subsidiary of Concord, and it's got several great songs on it. Family Business, Uku featuring the Mastodon, Only a Friend, Mr. Bubbles, Durian Dowry, and one of their catchiest, most radio-friendly tunes to date called Cement Slippers, which again features the call and response vocals between Zach and Sean Nemal. Dengue Fever supports several charitable organizations in Cambodia, including the Wildlife Alliance and the Sweet Relief Fund. Well, that's all I've got to say. I just wanted to point out this band. You may have heard of them. If not, they are definitely worth checking out. I've seen them several times. I went to their record release party at the Troubadour in Hollywood and in 2011. And then I also saw them in San Diego at the Casbah, and recently caught them again at the Moe's Alley here in Santa Cruz in Northern California. Once again, this is Steve at the Listening Post. Thank you very much for listening, and we will see you next time.